Hello everyone, welcome to Bow and Arrow Tarot, and today's pick a card reading. Who's thinking about you right now? We're going to be taking a look at this person's energy, why they're thinking about you right now, what the connection between the two of you may be, and what advice Spirit has for you going forward. So take a moment to sit back, relax, and allow your gaze to come to the three piles in front of you, and let your intuition go to the pile that calls to you the most. Pile 1, Pile 2, or Pile 3. And I'll be right back with Pile 1. All right, let's just jump right into pile number 1 for this pick a card who's thinking about you right now. And we're going to start off with their archetype, the Maiden. Wow, nice young energy, fresh, naive energy. The Chariot, along with Temperance. All right, so this is the energy of the person that's thinking about you. What are they thinking? What's the connection? Deal breakers. And we have a Three of Pentacles and another Temperance. So Temperance is the card for Sagittarius. And what advice does Spirit have for you in this connection? Comfort. And we see Mirror Spirit, reflecting vanity and spirit of St. Nicholas. Now, don't forget to stay to the end of the reading. I'll be pulling out the zodiac runes to let you know what zodiac signs you might be dealing with. And we're going to be pulling way more clarifying cards as we go along. But for right now, let's just jump right in. The Maiden. So this person is thinking about you. They're young, right? They're new to a lot of things. The Maiden is the first stage in the Maiden, Mother, and the Crone journey. So this is someone who is very young, very inexperienced, very naive, and oftentimes they're at that stage in their lives where it almost seems as though trouble follows them around, right? Because they're at the learning stage. So many tests come their way, so many difficult situations. It can almost seem and feel as though someone is unlucky when they're resonating with Maiden energy. Now, the Maiden, it doesn't necessarily mean age in terms of years. It just means that the state or the stage you're at right now, this person is at, for instance, is a stage of naivete and youngness, inexperience, newness, right? And a stage of learning. At the same time, the Maiden, it's a kind of youthful sort of ignorance is bliss stage as well. So what else is this person resonating with? Well, interesting. We have Temperance energy. Temperance in tarot is the card for Sagittarius. And the Chariot is the card for Cancer. So some of you, Chariot Cancer energy, yeah. Along with that Temperance, it's wanting to move forward, but at the same time, being very careful, very methodical, planning things out in a very deliberate way. There's an adventure that this individual wants to have right now, and yet at the same time, they're sort of showing this intelligent Temperance energy, this careful energy. Temperance is all about, knowing how to manage a situation so that you don't lose focus of your aim and objective, right? So you're not losing out on what it is you want. So this individual who's thinking about you right now is very smart. They may be resonating with Maiden energy right now because they are new at something. They are resonating as a novice, a beginner, but they're also in general very clever, right? And they have a lot of ambition. Nine of Cups, they want happiness. They want comfort, right? So Chariot energy and Temperance. And this is what they're going through right now. Right, so they have a great forward momentum and push. I am going to go ahead, before I pull cards for the extended, let's jump into what's going on here and why they're thinking about you. There's a deal breakers energy. So I think that there is some concern here about a divergence of what you both desire. Right? Because as I look ahead, you also resonate here. The connection, right, between the two of you also resonates with Temperance energy. So there is a feeling here that this person, on the one hand, has this ambition to move forward. They're on an adventure with that Chariot, and yet there's deal breaker energy here. They may be thinking about you, wondering if timing is right. Why do I say that? Because the energy here is one of slow building. On the one hand, this person resonates with this fast forward momentum, and yet the energy and the connection here is one of slow building. It just seems like there's a timing issue here, and they're thinking about it and wondering if that's a deal breaker. So now is when I will begin to pull some cards for the extended. Let's go ahead and pull the Moon, because I want to know a little bit more about their deepest desires. They are thinking about you because they're at the same time in the middle of a journey. And they're also resonating with that maiden energy because they're starting something new, right? This journey that they're on with this Chariot, they're at the beginning stages of something that is quite fresh for them, quite new for them. And yet they're thinking about you as well, wondering, are you able to come along with them? And yet here we have this slow, methodical building energy. Both of you resonating kind of with Temperance. The energy and this connection with you resonating with Temperance, and this individual buoyed up with it. They like, they have a happy situation right now in their lives. And I'm not sure that they want that to be overturned or upset in any way. Let's go ahead and pull clarifiers for the deal breakers. What's the nature of this energy here with deal breakers? Yeah, it may be a case. There's a feeling here that they're thinking about you and really sort of weighing up a decision. Ace of Swords. There's some information that's come in. Five of Pentacles. There's some information that's come in to do with money. And they have a very, clear idea of what they want for their future. And yet, in this connection between the two of you, there's been some kind of shift. Some information has come in, some knowledge has come in, an understanding, or maybe even a special conversation has come in. And it has sort of revealed issues to do with money, issues to do with security, right? Stability. Yeah, and that's a deal breaker for them. So something came up between the two of you to do with cash, material things, money. And for them, it's something they're thinking about now. It's something they're wondering, like, can they get over this? Let's go ahead and pull the Saturn card for the extended too, to see what is blocking here. So we have the Saturn. This will be for the extended reading. There's always a link to the extended reading for your pile in the description. And don't forget to tune in on Saturdays when I do the live stream All Signs Love check-in each and every Saturday. I love that. Let's move ahead to what Spirit has to say about all of this. Because at the same time, it very much feels like the two of you are in very different stages. And what comes up from Spirit? Comfort. Yeah, the idea of comfort, do you feel at home, or do you feel as though you are unmoored, or you're away from your comfort zone? There's something here with this individual to do with sort of financial stability, stability, but also like Spirit says, comfort, having everything that you need, having everything taken care of, right? This person is embarking on a new journey, and something to do with this connection here. Recently, as I say, there's been some unveiling of some information, some truth that has come in. I want to pull an animal spirit as well for the extended to see what kind of animal spirit is at play here. I'm going to pull two of them, one for you and one for this person. And that way we can take a deeper look and see where the two of your energies are, because they may indeed be opposing right now. As I say, there's a feeling of timing being off here. You're at a time right now, it feels like, where you're in a building stage. You kind of need to stay put. You're trying to increase your stability. You're trying to build. And this person is in a stage of forward movement, maybe even traveling, going somewhere, right? A lot of activity, moving around, making a lot of changes. The two of you, of course, are being very temperate in achieving what you desire. And yet, yet the two of your energy, your speeds, you're at different speeds. So what does divine spirit say of darkness and light? There's mirror spirit here. And then there's spirit of Saint Nicholas. So mirror spirit reflecting, deflecting, and vanity. Yeah, there's definitely a feeling here for sure of there may not necessarily be either for you or for your person. I feel it much more for your person. I'm not sure that they're at that emotional maturity stage, that that emotional intelligence stage to make room for others. There's spirit, mirror spirit at play. And so there's a lot of vanity here. There's a lot of desire for one's own sort of hopes and wishes and dreams, which is fine, but definitely a stage where there's not making a whole lot of room for others, right? It's like there's room here for you if you are down with the program. If you want exactly what I want and you're willing, if you don't have any of your own needs or desires, great. But otherwise, that kind of room is what I'm talking about. Nevertheless, you also have spirit of Saint Nicholas here. There's a lot of gifts and generosity, a lot of money. Again, there's a lot of money that's flowing around. Now, spirit of Saint Nicholas, this could have something to do with this Five of Pentacles. Also feels here like one of you definitely have recently experienced some financial issues and maybe receiving some help. And that, again, is also at the core of some of the things that are going on here with the two of you. Okay, so one more card I am going to pull for the extended, which will be the tool that is being used or either not being used, being ignored, that could be used here between the two of you. So we'll have that for the extended. And let's go ahead and pull out the zodiac runes. So I told you in the beginning of the reading to always stay tuned to the end so you can see what zodiac signs you might be dealing with. Don't forget, as I said, to stay or to get notified for the live stream on Saturday. We'll be looking at all 12 zodiac love check-in. So some of you are dealing with an Aries. Put that right there. Somebody dealing with an Aries. Strong fire energy. All right, some of you are dealing with that Capricorn. Some of you are dealing with a Scorpio. Wow, strong water, right? That strong fiery water. My way or the highway. Pisces energy. More water. So fire, earth, Aries, Capricorn, and then 2 water. So these are the 4 zodiac signs associated with this reading. Take that as it comes to you. Maybe energy in your chart or your person's chart. And that's it. Thank you so much for joining me for this pile number 1 for the pick a card. Who's thinking about you right now? For those of you who want to go a little bit deeper, look at the zodiac oracle and the animal spirits along with the wild unknown archetype for this reading, you can join me at the extended, which will be linked below. I'm going to go do that now. Otherwise, you can stay tuned for pile number 2. All right, welcome to pile number 2 for the pick a card. Who's thinking about you right now? We're going to dive right into their archetype. We have the shapeshifter. Wow. All right, this is someone who definitely is adaptable. 2 of Wands changes up a lot. The Wheel of Fortune, okay? A lot of fire, a lot of divine presence here with that wheel. What's the nature of this connection? Why they're thinking about you? Altered view. We have 3 of Swords, a betrayal. And another Wands, Page of Wands. Interesting. And Spirit has guidance for you on this knowledge, along with Spirit of the Witch. And we have Spirit of Air. A lot of disruption. Yet a lot of clarity, a lot of awareness, right? Air coming in. So the shapeshifter, let's just dive right in. Don't forget to stay to the end. We're going to be pulling out the zodiac runes as well to see what zodiac signs you might be dealing with, as well as cards for the extended. So let's just jump right in. Pile number 2, the shapeshifter. So this person is somebody who is very adaptable, changes up a lot, very mercurial. This person is exactly what you need them to be or what they need to be for any given situation. Now, this is not inherently someone who is dishonest or duplicitous, because when somebody resonates with shapeshifter energy for the good, right? And work towards the ultimate good and progress of everyone, then this energy is supportive. This is someone who can adapt. They can support you when you need support. They can give you space when you need space. They can be strong when they need to be strong and compassionate when they need to be compassionate. And so it's a very interesting, powerful archetype, and it's all down to how this person sees life, what their moral standing is, what their barometer, right? Their spiritual barometer is. So it could go either way with a shapeshifter individual. Two of Wands and Wheel of Fortune. This person is very fiery. Very fiery. Mars and Aries. Two of Wands is Mars and Aries. So this person doesn't hesitate. Right? On top of that mercurial, changeable sort of characteristic, on top of that, they're very ambitious, very fiery. They don't take long to consider things at all. And at the same time, they have Wheel of Fortune energy. So right now, it almost seems as though everything is always working out for them, right? You're dealing with somebody right now who just seems to have luck of the universe on their side, and along with that fiery Wands energy, they're just moving forward, and succeeding, right? Good luck is on their side. So let's go a little bit deeper with this person who's thinking about you right now. It's interesting. They're resonating with shapeshifter energy, so they're definitely, like I said, they come off as being different, maybe even different things to different people. This is the type of person that when you see them in different environments or different scenarios, it's like you look at them, you're like, I never saw this side of you. I never saw you to be this type of individual, or this is a whole new you, or this is a whole new aspect. This is the type of energy that somebody like the shapeshifter engenders. Queen of Pentacles. Let me pull one more. And the World. So something is definitely coming to a close, a conclusion, something that a lot of hard work has been put into, right? And so when we talk about shapeshifter, this person who's thinking about you right now, I'm going to say that they may be in the middle of a big shift. Financially, they may be in a shift in terms of their job or their occupation. They're moving forward for sure. And there's a chapter in their life that's about to close. They're making very physical changes. For some of you, this person may indeed have even changed themselves physically in some noticeable way, but they're very much shifting from one sort of almost persona to another, and it's very tied up in their work and their business. So let's go ahead and pull something for the extended. I'm going to go ahead and pull the Moon card for the extended reading, just so we can see what their deeper desires are here. So we're going to pull that. That's going to be for the extended, and we'll put that beautiful heart on top of there. And also, I would like to pull two of the love cards to go a little bit deeper, because altered view, this energy we're about to review, that's the energy of the connection here. But I want to go a little bit deeper into the love energy that this person specifically has for you. All right, so now when we look at the connection, what's this connection? Why are they thinking about you? Altered view, something has changed. You're on their mind because something has changed, something about their viewpoint, about the way they either see you or see themselves with you has fundamentally changed. And again, as I say, this person is going through a chapter close. The World energy, something is coming to a close for them. Some chapter is coming to a close for them. A very physical close. Queen of Pentacles, something they've worked on for a very long time. Could even be a business or an arm of a business or a project or something like that. It's not even that, when I say it's coming to a close, that doesn't mean it's ending, but this particular cycle or chapter in that project or in that objective is coming to a close and something else is about to begin. This person may be expanding or resonating up or changing altogether their work or their business. In any case, whatever they've been doing up until now is fundamentally changing. They're changing with that because they're naturally resonating with shapeshifter energy. And piggybacking to that, this connection they have with you is changing. There's an altered view. And what is coming in? There's some betrayal here. There's some shadow. 3 of Swords, Page of Wands. So someone's being really brave right now about addressing a past pain or slight or something that went down that was very hurtful, right? 3 of Swords is a wound, a betrayal, a wound, something that you still need to sort of work through and heal from. And there's a lot of bravery here that's being shown facing up to that. So something has happened here between the two of you. There's some kind of difference in the way the two of you are relating, specifically this person, because when you come here to the reading, pick a card. Who's thinking of you? This person is thinking of you because of this wound, because of the different way they're looking at it, the different way they're looking at the connection they have with you. Let's pull another card. Yeah, Queen of Swords is all about letting go of masks and revealing your authentic self. Something has come to light here. Some kind of truth has come out to light, and somebody's copping to it. Somebody's, owning up. It almost feels as though somebody's coming clean, right? This individual may indeed be coming clean about something with you, and it's just going to change the whole outlook. Now, they may not have done it just yet, but this might be indeed what they're really ruminating about, why you're so much on their mind. Because things are changing in their lives. Something's definitely coming to a close. And they are changing. And something has shifted in the energy that has allowed them to have the courage, I would say. The courage to own up to something, to be their authentic self, to show who they really are. And it may indeed be something to do with an old pain, an old wound that they've caused to you, or that they played some hand in, or an old wound that they have. There's something very painful and emotional that is being discussed that requires a lot of courage to discuss. And this individual who's thinking about you right now is thinking about all of that. How do they approach that? How are they going to entertain that conversation? And I think that if you're here at this reading, you know who I'm talking about. I think the same goes for you as well. I feel energy here that you have been holding on to something that really needs to be talked about in honesty and truth also. So let's go ahead. For the extended, I'm going to pull two animal spirits. And then I'll pull the Saturn card because I want to know what kind of animal spirits the two of you are resonating with coming to this new shifted energy, right? 2 animal spirits. And I am also going to pull out the Saturn card to see just what kind of block is here. Like either block or, what is the nature of this wound? What is the nature of this wound? And we'll see that in the extended too. I love doing the extendeds because it just allows us some time to go a little bit deeper. So, Spirit, what does Spirit say about all of this? Knowledge is key. Knowledge is always power. And there is, again, an awakening, information, a knowing that's coming in that's going to be helping with this situation. Absolutely. That plays such a huge part in it. As I say, there's an unveiling here of something. A truth, something not necessarily that it's been hidden, but it hasn't been discussed. It needs to be discussed. Spirit of the witch and spirit of air, right? Clarity and truth is coming and it needs to come. Awareness, right? Magic, psychic, sorcery, yes. I think spirit of the witch is playing its part in as much as there is sort of a feeling of otherworldly work at play here. There are forces at play here that are, sort of moving and manipulating everything around so that this truth comes out. So there's definitely spirit of magic here. Psychic energy is here. Some of you may be already having some clairvoyance about these conversations or this imminent sort of breakthrough that's about to happen. But yeah, your person thinking about something very heavy, very, very heavy, hopefully some healing involved. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and pull out the zodiac runes. At the end of each pile, I pull out 4 zodiac runes, let you know what zodiac signs you might be dealing with. Some of you are dealing with that water, Cancer. Yeah, Cancer. Very emotional, sensitive sign. Some of you are dealing with that fire sign of Leo. Got some Leo energy there. Okay, let's pull out 2 more. This is going to be for the second pile. Gemini energy for some of you. So we have that water, fire, air. All 3 elements so far. And more air. Some of you dealing with that Libra energy coming in. Balance, reshifting. Definitely I feel that because there's something that is out of balance karmically here that needs to be rebalanced. And it's coming in with this truth. All right, folks. So if you want to join me for the extended, I'll be going over to the extended right now to take a look into the deeper side of this reading. But if that is it for you, if it resonated, don't forget to leave us a comment, subscribe to my channel, or hit the bell, more importantly, so you can be notified of any of my latest pick a cards or love readings. But for right now, I will say I wish you love, life, and happiness. I thank you so much for joining me, and stay tuned. I'll be right back for pile number 3. All right, let's get right into pile number 3 for the pick a card. Who's thinking about you right now? And we're going to start right off with their archetype, the lover. Ooh, nice. We have 9 of Pentacles along with the Page of Wands. And what's the nature of this connection and why they're thinking about you? Mingle. King of Wands and a Magician. Wow, strong energy, fiery energy. What does Spirit have to say about this as far as guidance? Awareness. Stay aware, stay conscious, right? Spirit of the Skulls is there, and Spirit of the Stranger. This is an interesting reading. Don't forget to stay tuned to the end. We're going to be pulling out your zodiac runes to see what zodiac signs are associated with this reading, as well as pulling more clarifiers. So let's just jump right into it. We have the Lover. Wow, this is such a beautiful archetype for a connection to have. The Lover is all about that connection, right? The love of all things, when it comes to love, the feeling of love is the feeling of being connected to something. So you can have love for a person or a place, and there's love for so many different things in our existence. And so the Lover archetype is somebody who seeks and desires to be close, to be connected. Physically, emotionally, right? So we also have this beautiful 9 of Pentacles and Page of Wands. Well, the 9 of Pentacles, I love this. This is one of my favorite Pentacles energy. It's independence. It's success. This person is generally well-to-do, right? They work very, very hard, and they're already reaping the blessings of a lot of that hard work. Oftentimes, somebody resonates with this energy is very unique and creative. Page of Wands is there too. So this person may not so much be a loner, but they may just be in such a class of their own, right? They have their peers and their friends, but there's a lot about them that strikes you as solitary. It's just simply the fieriness, the creativity, the bravery in a way that this person shows. This person has a zest for life. And it's hard for a lot of people to keep up with that, So let's go ahead and pull out some more cards and see what is going on for this person deeper. Page of Cups, a desire to connect with you. I think this is, you're on their mind. Mingle as we look ahead to the nature of this connection. They already resonate with Page of Wands, so there's a youthful exuberance with this person. And on top of it, you're on their mind. There's something curious about you. And they're at that stage where they just want to know a little bit more. They just want to find out who you are. Let's go ahead and pull the Moon card for the extended. And see what their deeper feelings are. I'm not going to pull any flyers. It's going to be a card we don't know. We're going to go a little bit deeper. Show me. Yes, their desires. So we'll put that beautiful heart on there. So that's going to be for the extended. And I also want to pull out their Venus card. What's their language of love? Because this person is the lover, right? So we're going to pull out their Venus and see what language of love is this person expressing. Right? How do they express their affection, connection? All right, so let's move on to mingle. What's the nature of this connection? Mingle. Yeah, so you're just getting to know each other. You're finding yourselves in the same places, right? You're finding yourselves just bumping into each other. Nothing serious. And that's what Page of Cups is all about. Nothing too serious, not just yet. A cup of coffee. But you see the fish hopping out of that cup, the Page of Cups energy is quick, it can be here today, gone tomorrow. A lot of times it's that very beginning sort of connection, but that connection oftentimes can be very fleeting. So there's a timing thing here with this, right? So we have King of Wands. We have Page of Wands here, but we have King of Wands here along with Magician energy. So I'm going to say that the nature of this relationship as well involves a lot of other people. There's a feeling here that there are a couple of alpha individuals involved in this connection. King of Wands and the Magician. The King of Wands is someone who very direct, very passionate, a lot of attraction. They, present a sense of authority and leadership. The Magician also in their own way is a master at what they do. And so they naturally command a certain sense of respect and authority. But the Magician also is someone who's very much in control of everything around them and how their lives are playing out. This is someone who is intentionally manifesting. They know what they're doing. They know how to go about achieving their goals, right? And right now, they're all cylinders are firing. And so it just feels like there's a couple of strong alpha energies around you and this person. Now, this person may resonate with one of these, but there's another one there. And so it just feels to me like there's a couple of people coming into your life right now. One of them is thinking about you very, very seriously, and nothing major has just happened yet. Again, we're in the mingling stage. So you may know who I'm talking about because you've got your mind on them as well. The person that we're specifically reading on today who's thinking about you, they're the lover. They're the lover, right? So they're the ones who are definitely making it known to you that they're interested. 8 of Cups. Okay, so there you go. The other alpha individual in this connection is someone who left. So you may have recently broken up or gone through a split, or somebody may have recently walked away, and you are yourself in a mingling stage. You're out and about. You're ready to date. There's someone who's curious. But you know what's happening? Of course, this interest is piquing their interest, right? This is where the extra company I'm feeling is rising up. Something about you engaging, you breaking out, you doing other things with your life, perhaps engaging a new lover, is bringing in the energy of a previous lover. Somebody who may have walked away before is now all of a sudden interested, right? But the moment there was a time, and I feel this strong, there was a moment where they were like, oh, okay. And you were still looking. Is there any chance? I think for a while there had been a real split, finally a split, and yet now you're moving on. You have someone coming in with a lot of courage and fire and desire. This person is wealthy, or they're well-to-do. They work for their money. They work hard for their money. They have blessings in their life. They're doing well, right? They don't feel, this person doesn't feel bogged down. There doesn't feel like there's no toxicity that I feel here, or a heavy burden that they're carrying, or baggage. You're just dealing with somebody who's quite well adjusted, who's interested. And yet this is causing someone to rise up. Now, the King of Wands can be very jealous and possessive. So watch out. Let me go ahead and pull an animal spirit. I'm going to pull 2 animal spirits for the extended, and I'm also going to pull 2 love cards because we need a little bit more here. I feel like there's more people involved. We have 2 animal spirits for that extended reading. And let me go ahead and now pull out 2 more love cards. See if we can get any juice here on this. Yeah, somebody walked away. Somebody seemed uninterested, or they had enough, just, long enough for you to move on, for you to attract a lover into your life, and bam, they are back. I feel like they turn right around and say, hold on a second. And again, that speaks to that shadow King of Wands. King of Wands is a wonderful energy, but when he's in shadow, watch out. He's on a rampage, and you're very jealous, very possessive, and almost in an unrealistic way too. Like, what are you doing? Spirit has guidance here, awareness, stay connected, stay aware, stay awake. Pay attention to what's going on. Don't allow people to manipulate you because they're being reactionary, because they're being triggered. Stay aware, Spirit says. The Spirit also says, Spirit of the Skulls and Spirit of the Stranger. Watch out. Spirit of the Skulls, depression, melancholy. And Spirit of the Stranger, there's a caution here. There's a caution here. Now take that as it comes to you, because this reading is not going to resonate for everyone. And even if it does resonate for you, it's going to resonate for everyone a little bit differently. Now, for some of you, it may be that you need to be cautious of this new individual that you're mingling with. For some of you, you need to be cautious of a previous individual. There is something at play here to do with more than one personality, and it's definitely to do with interest in you. Multiple eyes are on you right now. And so paying attention, staying aware is absolutely vital. So let's go ahead and jump into the final portion of this reading. Don't forget to join me on Saturday. When I do at 5 o'clock every Saturday, I'll be doing the live stream, All Signs Love Check-In. So today we have Aquarius. Some of you are dealing with an Aquarius, or you may have Aquarius energy in your chart. Let's see here. Some of you are dealing with that Sagittarius fire energy. So we have air, Aquarius, fire, Sagittarius. What else do we have here for this third and final pile? We have Taurus. Taurus energy, earth coming in. And the final zodiac rune for today and for pile number 3 is the Virgo. All right, Virgo, Taurus, Virgo, 2 earth, air, and a fire. So you may resonate with that energy. You may not. That may be the person you're dealing with. Thank you so much. I'm going to close this pile number 3. Thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed this reading, if it resonated for you, leave a comment or a like. Hit the notification. More than anything, notify yourself of when I go live or when I premiere my pick a cards. If you want to go deeper into this reading, you can follow me over to the extended. It'll be linked in the description and the comments below. I hope to see you Saturday, 5 o'clock Eastern time for the live stream. All Signs Love Check-In, and at 4 o'clock the premiere of the Pick a Card What's Next in Love. It's kind of a hand-in-hand series that I'm doing, so I'll be doing a Pick a Card and then jumping right into the live stream to go deeper, and we'll be answering questions in the live stream. So thank you so much, everyone, and that will be it. I will wish you all love, life, and happiness, and I hope to see you back at Bow and Arrow Tarot for your next tarot reading. Bye, y'all.